I'm dead if my family finds me. A lesson that was quite literally beat into me when I was a kid was, you never talk to the cops. Not when the neighbors go missing. Not when someone's car explodes. Not when your cousin uses his fist to solve his problems and leaves a guy crumpled behind the butcher shop like a broken mannequin. I was 15 when that one happened. My mom pulled me aside and said, you didn't see nothing. You didn't hear nothing. You don't say nothing. Blood over everything. To say I lived my entire life terrified of everyone related to me would be an understatement, but there was no way out. Everyone I knew was in the life, and they told me that was all I had ahead of me too. When I was 22, I worked at my uncle's restaurant, which was really a front for his money laundering. One night after closing, I caught my cousin Lou dragging the waitress he'd always said looked easy outside by her hair. She was sobbing. I screamed at him to stop. He called me a bitch and said, don't stick your nose where it don't belong or it'll be you next. I could still hear her screams when I went inside, and I went against all my instincts and called the police. I didn't tell them my name, so I convinced myself my family wouldn't find out. 2 days later, I got jumped walking home. I woke up tied to a pipe in the basement of my aunt's house with a busted lip and 2 cracked ribs. Lou sat in a folding chair with a baseball bat and told me to call the precinct and say I made it all up. I said I would and let him stare at me while I made the phone call. Then I waited until he left to eat, dislocated my thumb to get myself free, and ran. I went back to the precinct and told them I needed to talk to the FBI, and I made a deal. In exchange for the buckets of dirt I had on my family, I got a new name with a new address in a new state. I worked at a gas station under the name Kayla. Every time someone with a Northeast accent came through, my whole body locked up, but everything was okay until it wasn't. I saw a customer at the gas station looking at me way too funny, so on instinct I swiped his phone, old habits die hard, and saw he was texting an area code from back home. His last text was a photo of me